Babylon.
Alas, Babylon.
It's on the bottom of the list. And so it is in science fiction, too. Okay, if we could get the next members of the teams up. You two again. Now you behave on the buttons, otherwise.
Your button, not his.
Yeah, because otherwise you'll be giving away the option of playing or passing. Okay, so if you're both ready, name someone that has written about Atlantis. These questions were up on the internet for like weeks. There's a magic button up in the corner called Google. You could search. Yes, name someone that has written about Atlantis. Okay, so name someone that has written about Atlantis.
The guy who wrote the comic book.
The guy who wrote the comic book. Oh, the con book. The guy who wrote the con book. Oh, that's a pretty good guess, but I don't know if that's on the... Oh, let's find out. Is it up on the board? No? Okay. A lot of people who answered the questions don't even know what convention this is. Name someone that has written about Atlantis. Dr. Seuss. Has Dr. Seuss written? That's the one thing he missed. Okay, so back up on the, wait, so we have to go back up and up to the next one. So name someone that has written about Atlantis.
DC Comics, man, I don't know.
DC Comics. It's not a bad guess, though, really. But this is name, that's a publisher, though. This is name someone that has written about Atlantis. All right, so we're going back and forth. Name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Jules Verne.
Jules Verne. Is Jules Verne on the list? He never, yeah. No, none at all. I was actually kind of surprised. Okay, so name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Okay, this is just what we were talking about. I don't know, like Stan Lee.
Stan Lee. Stan Lee on the list. Nope. Okay, and then, at least I'm getting lots of exercise. Name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Disney?
Disney. Nope. And back over here. I'm starting to feel like a rubber band now. Name someone that has written about Atlantis. At least think about this. These are all answers that you don't have to repeat. Well, you can if you want. That's right. Name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Aristotle?
Aristotle. The Canadian public education system at its finest. Name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Stephen King?
Stephen King. Wow. Wow. I didn't think these were that hard. Okay, you're up again. It's a good thing they give us a little bit of time. Though I don't know if we'll make it for the second round. Okay, name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Orson Scott Card.
Orson Scott Card. He didn't show up on the list. Name someone that has written about Atlantis. Wow. Is Oprah on the list? Name someone that has...
Name someone who's written about Atlantis.
Nice try. I don't fall for that on the 400th time. So name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Jack Kirby, man.
Jack Kirby. Any thoughts, or we just keep at it? You're the judge. You are the judge. Okay, you are the judge, so you could go ahead and give hints. Yeah, yeah. So. Hold on a second. Hobo Dakota has come up with a suggestion of splitting the room into 2 teams and have more to pull from. Wow. They need external hard drives. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, the next question would be much easier. It's just simply a guessing game. Okay, so you just gotta fight through this one. Name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Looking around, everyone's shrugging.
Just throw anything out.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. Sure, why not? Okay, we're getting a hint from the judge. And he's a judge, so he's allowed to give the hints. A historical figure whose name sounds similar to dinnerware. Name someone that has written about Atlantis.
I don't know who he's referring to, so I'm just going to go with Samantha Carter from Stargate.
Samantha Carter Stargate. Wow. Okay. 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 So, name someone that's written about Atlantis. Who?
Anne Rice.
Anne Rice. See, I didn't head off right away this time, even though I knew it wasn't on there. Okay, so we technically have to go through the first and second. Okay, so name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Plato?
Plato. Plato. Is Plato on the board? Number 1! Now I know why Beat a 5th Grader is such high ratings in Canada. It's actually a challenging game. A judge, if they pass, these guys lose, and then they lose, then they get the points, right? Okay. Okay, so they're passing. They may not be any good at the question, but they do have strategy on their side. Okay, so we're gonna. What? Okay. Doing what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so you guys. Okay, so you did get the number 1 answer. So you have the choice of either playing or passing, and you've decided to passing. Okay. So then I'm going to go through. So we go through one at a time, right? Okay. We're going to go with the 4th player because we didn't get to him yet. No, we did. That's right, Anne Rice. My memory does eventually catch up to me. I did mention that. Name someone that has written about Atlantis. Archimedes. Is Archimedes on the list? Name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Aristotle.
Aristotle. Is Aristotle on the list? For the second time, not. Did I hear what I thought I heard? Name someone that has written about Atlantis.
Homer. Not the Simpsons. Greek guy.
Greek guy, Homer. No? Okay. So that means Team Dog gets the points. And thank God we finally get to find out what the answers were so you guys could feel so smart. Number 2, Milo Thatch. From the Disney movie. Yeah, that Disney movie. Yeah. 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 And number 3, Edgar Casey. A psychic prophet, very, very popular in the 70s. He was around in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Yeah. Yeah, he's in the history books, though. Okay, and number 4. Ignatius Donnelly. He is the gentleman who wrote a definitive book on the subject of Atlantis in the late 1800s, which is why we're speaking of Atlantis now. He's really the first guy to really bring it into the modern world as a concept and thought, taking Plato's writings and going, hey, this might actually be a thing. And though we still haven't found it yet. Number 5. I was surprised too. Professor Whovianart. Because, technically I wrote the questions. Some furries out there have a sense of humor. What can I say? Okay, if we could get, I believe, it's the second player on each team. Finally is the last question. Yes. And I did mention something about it just being straight out a guessing game. You will understand why. We saved the best for last. Oh, good. Yes. Yes, the city of Japan. That's going to go down as a classic. Okay, if you're ready, how long ago was Atlantis destroyed?
2,000 years.
2,000 years. Is 2,000 years on the board? And your guess?
1,500 years?
1,500 years. Is that on the board? No? Okay. Hey, at least you just throw out guesses. Okay, so we're going to go, who had the first buzzer? You did. Okay, so, how long ago was Atlantis destroyed?
5,000 years?
Is 5,000 years on the board? If you Google search, you have had some clues. No. I said if you had, past tense. Remember, I live in the present, past, and future at once. Yeah, so if you had asked me before, when I knew at the time that I did know, how long ago was Atlantis destroyed? Oh, right. Yeah. How long ago was Atlantis destroyed?
7,500.
7,500. Do we have a 7,500? Nope. And how long ago was Atlantis destroyed? 3,000. Do we have a 3,000 on the board? Nope. The what? Okay. At least remember the questions. Okay, how long ago was Atlantis destroyed?
Over 10,000.
10,000. 10,000 years ago. Number 1 on the board. That means your team could play or pass. It's a crapshoot. You're gonna pass it. Okay. And you're here? Okay, how long ago was Atlantis destroyed?
100,000 years.
100,000 years ago. Aw. Okay, how long ago was Atlantis destroyed?
Millennia.
I see. A dramatic actor. It explains your high IQ. Is a millennia on there? What does that translate into anyway? 1,000 years. What? In all their face too.
No, but you were the one with the microphone. Oh yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Boom, millennia.
I just said you were doing it dramatically. How long ago was Atlantis destroyed?
20,000?
20,000. It is 20,000 on the board. And it was that number 3? Number 2, okay. This is to keep in the game or pass the points to your opponents. No stress, no pressure. How long ago was Atlantis destroyed?
Okay, in keeping with the out-of-the-box answers, I'm going to say it hasn't.
It hasn't. That actually is a really good answer. That's very, very good thinking. The what? Yeah. 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 So Team Rocket gets the points from that. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. So we go through the thing and then the captain. Okay. So throw out answers. How long ago was Atlantis destroyed?
12,000.
12,000. We hear a 12,000 here, and
1,000.
and a 1,000, and a 14,000. You've heard the different ones. What are you going to go with? You're going to go with 1,000. And do we hear 1,000? Oh, so Team Dog gets all the points. Okay. We finally are to the point where we get to find out what the answers were. And number 2, 4,000 years ago. And number 3, 300 BC, which is the time of Plato. So because he may have made it all up. Yeah, well, in the writing. And number 5. I have to find my sheet somewhere. There was it barely qualified with 4 people voting for it, and one of them was, well, he'll probably know. Wasn't he there then? Or isn't he old enough? Different things like that. Yeah. See, there's others like you. Okay, so that's the conclusion of the game, isn't it? Oh, right. Okay, so that's the game, and the winner was. I didn't see the points. Dog team. Dog team wins with how many points? 381 over 153. You guys all played very well. Congratulations. Pat all yourselves on the back. I didn't say each other on the back. Yourselves on the back. It's more challenging. I guess you could do it each other as well. And that's that round. So yay! Big noise. Yeah, there we go. Noise. Applause. Next. Who? Okay, we'll have everybody come down. If anybody wants to play again, we have to see if anybody else wants to come up first beforehand.
These questions are from Halloween and are
Whole different topic.
they're mad scientist-y questions.
Yeah. So anybody want to do mad scientist questions? Come on up. Yep. Let's see if we get a better gene pool here. Did I hear you want to come up? Aw. Okay. No, you can sit down if you want, and then you're welcome to come. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the one team. We could use one more. One more? We got one over there. You guys argued too much. You missed your chance. We got. Yay. Awesome. Okay, now I need to find, I think, here they are. The magic questions. No answers attached. Okay, so we have 4 players on this team, 4 players on this team. Okay, so we have to speed this along very quickly. Fortunately, these will be a whole lot easier. And that means the judge is going to be much faster on his buzzer when it comes to in between things. So don't dawdle if you can. We need each team to decide their team captain and their team name. Try to do it as quick as possible. Otherwise, I'll just randomly throw it there. Okay, so get up in first position. Whoever is captain is in first position. Okay. Yeah, you have to switch to the position. And then remember what position you're in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And Buck, you're smart enough to be the captain. It almost sounds like a team captain name, right? A team name there. Okay, so what is your team going to be? Procyon. Okay, I probably won't remember that. You'll have to, how do you spell that?
Procyon.
Did you catch that? And your team name?
Deal.
Dio? D-I-O? D-E-A-L. Oh, okay, as in, let's make a deal. Well, if they turned out not to be very smart, we could just call them dopes and then, hey, it's a dope deal. Boom, boom. Okay, so I know a bunch of hippie jokes. No, I'm not that old. I just know these things. Okay, I have a time machine. Okay, so we have Team Deal and Team Procyon. Okay. Yay! And if we could have the team captain on each side come on up. And the theme of these questions are, again, mad science. So remember, that's the theme we're working on. Okay, so to get your mind set into no longer Atlantis, unless, of course, there's mad science there, too. That'll just confuse you all to hell. Okay, so question 1. Besides a pumpkin, name something you cut open and scoop the inside out of. A head. Go right for the gore. Round is already starting off well. And number 1. Wow. The tone of this round has changed from the last one considerably. Okay, so you guys gonna play or pass? Okay, so then to player 2, besides a pumpkin, name something you cut open and scoop the inside out of.
Avocado?
Avocado. Avocado on the board? Oh, it's only 1 strike. It doesn't count yet. No stress, no pressure. Okay. Well, to unfreeze your mind, think of, besides a pumpkin, name something you cut open and scoop the insides out of.
Cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe. Is cantaloupe on the board? It is on the board. Wow, it's been so long, I don't remember all the answers to these. I'm actually blind. It's awesome. Name, besides a pumpkin, name something you cut open and scoop the inside out of.
A watermelon?
A watermelon. It's on the board. Keep her coming. Besides a pumpkin, name something you cut open and scoop the inside out of.
Can of beans?
Can of beans. Oh. Besides a pumpkin, name something you cut open and scoop the inside out of.
A can of ravioli.
Can of ravioli. Chef Barty didn't like you for that. Oh, 3 strikes. Okay. So then that gives your team a chance to... You'd think I know how to do this by now. I need a cheat sheet card. I keep telling Finn every year I need a cheat sheet card. Okay, so we're going to go through, and each person throws out to the captain their suggestion. That's right? Okay. So besides a pumpkin, so the team captain gets to decide, given good thoughts. Good thoughts. Besides a pumpkin, name something you cut open and scoop the inside out of. A persimmon.
Coconut?
A coconut.
Green pepper.
A green pepper. So you've heard different thoughts. You may have thoughts of your own. And your final decision is, besides a pumpkin, name something you cut open and scoop the inside out of.
Coconut.
Coconut. Is coconut on the board for the steal? It is. Yay. This is going much smoother than the last game. Okay, and then we have number 3. Ice cream. Reddit people. This is how they understand things. And number 6, squash, the other pumpkin. And if we can get player 2 on each team to come on down. Okay, one hand on the table, other hand on your back, and get ready. You're in a horror movie. What's the one weapon you want? And it's, yeah, okay.
Shotgun.
Shotgun. Is shotgun on the board? It's number 2. That means you still have a chance to steal it.
Machete.
Machete. Machete on the board. It is, but it's not high enough, so team deal. Team deal. There we go. I actually remembered. Okay, so team deal. Third player. You're in a horror movie. What's the one weapon you want?
Sword.
Sword on the board. It is. You're in a horror movie. What's the one weapon you want?
I believe number 1 is a chainsaw.
Chainsaw. Oh, just like shooting pool, calling the shot. You're in a horror movie. What's the one weapon you want?
Handgun.
Handgun. Classic, handy, versatile. Is it on the board though? Oh, I know. You're in a horror movie. What's the one weapon you want?
An axe.
Axe. Another classic. And that one is on the board. You're in a horror movie. What's the one weapon you want?
Bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow. You're in a horror movie. What's the one weapon you want? Are you going to call which one this is going to be, or are you just going to just throw it out there?
For number 4, flamethrower.
Flamethrower. Is flamethrower on the board? Oh, it is on the board. You're slightly off. You're slightly off. You're getting a little rusty, but you still made it. You still made it. It was right next to it. You're in a horror movie. What's the one weapon you want?
Machine gun.
Machine gun. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. There's only 2 to go. We're getting closer. How many strikes they have? 2? 2 strikes. Okay, so no pressure. You're in a horror movie. 2 strikes. No, and 2 answers to go. That's like a horror movie in its own right. What's the one weapon you want?
Someone slower than you.
That is a good answer. Oh, okay. The other team gets a chance to take all the points away, all that hard-earned stuff from you. You're in a horror movie. What's the one weapon you want? Throw these.
Garrote wire.
A garrote wire. Knife. And a knife.
Car.
A car. You've heard the different choices. You may have some thoughts of your own. You're in a horror movie. What's the one weapon you want?
Knife is the first thing I thought of, so.
Okay, you're going to go with the knife. Is knife on the board? Oh. So Team Deal gets the... What? Stop heckling me, man. Okay, so what was number 7? Lightsaber. Because, you know, science fiction horror, sure. And number 9? Baseball bat. That's classic. Okay, so now we need a third member from each team. Come on up. There's double points. All points are now doubled. This is getting almost serious. Okay, get your hand ready. Other hand behind your back. That's right. Name the king of all monsters. Yeah.
Dracula.
Dracula. Is he on the board? Oh. Name the king of all monsters.
Ganon.
Ganon. Is Ganon on the board? Oh, okay, assume your positions. And we move down to the next player. Name the king of all monsters.
Number 1, Godzilla.
I love this guy. He calls his shots. Is Godzilla on there, and is it number 1? It is. So your team gets the choice of playing or passing. There's only 2 up there on the board. You have, yeah, and you have 3. You have, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna play. Okay, so then you're next up. Name the king of all monsters.
Jack Skeleton.
Jack Skeleton. Or any variation therein. Okay, and name the king of all monsters.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Ooh, is that up on the board? Oh. It's been a while since so I don't have a clue. I can't be chuckling in my mind at the moment. Name the king of all monsters.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger. Oh. The other team gets a chance to steal the points. Name the king of all monsters. What are you going to give your captain as a suggestion?
I don't know, King Kong?
King Kong?
Asgore Dreamer.
Asgore Dreamer?
The Wolfman.
And the Wolfman. So you've heard what your teammates have said, and you probably have some thoughts of your own. So the conclusion is, name the king of all monsters.
Well, King Kong, it's in his name.
It's in his name. Legit that. Does he qualify, though? Is King Kong on the list for the steal? He is. Awesome. And what was number 3? Wow. This was like what, last year or the year before? Right, okay. Right, he was topical at the time. Okay, if we could get player number 3, player number 4, come on up. And this is still for double score. Slip on in. If you're ready, name something that kills people.
Gun.
Gun. Is gun on the list? Number 3. You have a chance of stealing it. Because it's whoever gets the highest on the board. Yeah, because if you don't get number 1, you can still get number 1. So name something that kills people.
A nuclear bomb.
Nuclear bomb. Is that on the list? Oh. Okay, so that means your team has a chance of either playing or passing. And you're the captain, so you get to decide this.
Yeah, let's play.
You're play. Okay, and since you're the next one in the series, name something that kills people.
Death.
Death. Does he do it in any certain way? But is death on the board? It is. And what does it say? Oh, Grim Reaper. Okay, so, well, so far so good. Name something that kills people.
Zombies.
Zombies. Oh, what they do, but they didn't qualify for the list at the time. Yeah, Reddit people. Name something that kills people.
Cancer.
Cancer. Ooh, that's a scary one. Is cancer on the board? It is. Cancer and or disease. Name something that kills people.
Smoking.
Smoking. Nope. Name something that kills people.
Falling.
Falling. Depending on the height, it could be kind of problematic. Oh. Okay, well that gives Team Deal a chance to steal the points. And so we're gonna have the captain hear all the answers from his team members. And your thoughts are?
Flamethrower.
Flamethrower. Name something that kills people.
People.
People. Name something that kills people.
Time.
Time. So you've heard the different thoughts, and you probably have some of your own. So name something that kills people.
I'm gonna go with people.
People. Do people? Yeah, number one. And congratulations, you got that round. So now we need. Right. Number two. Old age. It seems to be rare, but it does happen. And number 6. Bacon. Yes, it was Reddit after all. And number 7. Werewolf. There it was. Okay, we can get the next player down here. Round 5, so yeah, this will be the team captains again. Okay. 2 more questions to go. So this and one more. So, you both are ready? Name something that enjoys the blood from others.
Vampire.
Vampire. Vampire on the board. Number 1. So you guys, you decide if you're going to play or pass? You can hop back up. And you guys decide to play it? Okay. So then next player, name something that enjoys the blood from others.
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. Yum, yum, yum. Number 2. Then name something that enjoys the blood from others.
Cannibals?
Cannibals. Well, they enjoy a lot more than just the blood. Is cannibals on the list? No, I guess they don't like the blood. They just want the meat. Name something that enjoys the blood from others.
Professor Whovianart.
Wow. No. This was from Reddit. This wasn't from random wherever. Maybe. I don't know. It's been a while since I've looked at this. Is Professor Whovianart on the board? Please say no. Please say no. Ah, I hate to think I had another side of me. Because, I do forget things, so maybe I forgot that I did actually enjoy blood. Name something that enjoys the blood from others.
Zombies.
Zombies. Oh, and that's the 3 strikes. So your team gets a chance to steal all the points. And so to your team captain, your suggestions are for name something that enjoys the blood from others.
Leeches.
Leeches.
Bats.
Bats.
I was actually going to go leeches as well. So.
Leeches. Well, you've heard what your team members have to say, and you probably have your own thoughts, and your final word is?
Leeches.
Leeches. Go with the crowd. And leeches are on the board for the steal. Oh, that's a really close game. Well, no, the 3rd round is triple points. That'd be funny. Well, let's find out what it is. What is behind number 4? Tick. Dang little ticks. Yeah. So we can get, yeah. For the last question, when you're ready, this is it. We all get to go home soon. Well, home being elsewhere. Well, I'm usually home wherever I am. If you're ready, name a safe place to hide from a giant monster attack. Yes.
Grocery store.
A grocery store. Is grocery store on the list? And you get a chance to take this. Name a safe place to hide from a giant monster attack.
A police station.
Police station. Is police station on the board? Nope. Okay, so both of you back up, and then we're going to go on to the next member. Name a safe place to hide from a giant monster attack.
A bunker.
A bunker. Bunker on the list? Number 1. Okay, so your team is going to play or pass? Okay, so then we go on to the next player on the list. Name a safe place to hide from a giant monster attack.
Military base.
Military base. What was the answer? Cheyenne Mountain. Okay, good enough. Name a safe place to hide from a giant monster attack.
At home.
At home. Well, you're going with the odds. You live in a small town in the middle of nowhere? Okay. At home. Oh. Yeah, they don't count small towns. They eat them for dinner. Yeah, it's like a mint. Name a safe place to hide from a giant monster attack.
A mall.
A mall. Nope. Name a safe place to hide from a giant monster attack. Think back through all the old classic movies, or wherever else, or just random, because this was Reddit.
Under your bed.
Under your bed. Oh. Okay, you guys get a chance to steal the points. So you get to throw your input to your team captain and see if he brings you to a win. Name a safe place to hide from a giant monster attack.
I've thought about this. The safest place is, of course, on the moon.
On the moon.
Rooftop.
A rooftop.
Your basement.
Basement. So you've heard of these. You may have come up with something yourself.
Subway.
Subway. Okay. Is Subway on the list for the steal? It is. And was that turned into in the way of... Not quite. Okay. The Procyon win the game, but we should, so congratulations, but we probably want to know what the other answers were, because everybody's going to go, where do you hide from a giant monster attack? And number 2 was? Space. The moon was close. It may be on the list still. Number 3? Nowhere. Well, that's the obvious one. And number 4? Fallout shelter, okay. And number 6? In or on the monster? Yeah. And number 7? Bomb shelter. Well, all I have to say at this point is I deflect to the judge. He got to choose all that. Well, that's the end of the game. Congratulations. I thank you all for coming to Vancouver Furry Feud 2016 edition. Yay! Big applause. Come on. Yeah. I mean, they had to embarrass themselves up here after all. Yay. Oh, I see. Well, I could pour some mercury on it and see what happens.